Hello, this is Manipulator, and today I'm going to try to pick this Börkey branded lock. I think that's a no-name lock. I haven't heard of it before, which I got in a garage sale. And let's jiggle this around just a little bit, just to make sure nothing is preset. And let's get to picking. I'm using the V05, which is the 0.4 millimeter profile by Multipick. One is loose, two is loose, three loose, very loose, four got a little click, now it's loose, five, seem to be binding, now it's loose. Let's go back to the beginning. One is now binding, got a little click, two was binding, got another little click and a little bit of movement on the core. Three is loose. Not sure about four. Five is loose. Okay, let's get you a little closer to what's happening. And I'll go through it again. One is binding. Little bit of movement on the core. Got a nice click, was binding for a very long way. Nothing on two. Nothing on three. Nothing on five. Maybe counter rotation on four. I don't feel like going through with that yet. Let me first try everything else again. One. Feels ready. Two. Three is loose. Little click out of four. Nothing on five. To the beginning. One feels set still. Two. Feels happy where it is. Three. Got a little bit of counter movement. I think, no, I just said it. Nothing on four. Nothing else on five. Back to the beginning. One came back up. And sunk back down without clicking, just like it did before. Nothing on two. Come on. That was three. A little more movement on the core. Four now. It's very solid. And five seems to be a very low cut. Once again, one field set, two. It's a very high cut. Three. Or rather low cut on the key. Four. 5. To the beginning. 1, nothing. 1. 2. Count on 3. Was a little bit of counter rotation, I didn't feel it set. And now everything's mushy again. 1 came back up, doesn't want to stick. 2, nothing. 3, nothing. 4. Set 4. 5 seems to have stayed where it was. 1 is binding now. Got 1 set again. 2 is really high. Nothing on 3 this time. Nothing on 4. Nothing on 5. Back to the beginning. 1. Still feels set. 2. Was surprisingly high cut. I think it's a spool. And I hope I said it now. 3. It's loose. 4. Nothing. 5. Nothing. Back to the beginning. 1. Came up a little bit. Yep, now it's set, and now it was more of a click than before. Maybe I did try to pick it out of order. 2 feels good now. 3. Nothing. 4. Good click out of 4 now. 5. I think 5 is good where it is. Pulling it a little more, but nothing happened. 1 feels good now. 2 feels good now. 3 doesn't want to budge. 4 counter rotation. But I'm not sure if I'm getting it. Yeah, and we're open. 8 minutes, that was a long run. Let's see what's inside this though. I do have a key, so we can lock it back up. Let's open this beauty up and see what's inside. I used a lot of heavy tension at the end because it was taking too long, and I think I probably dropped some of the spools a couple of times. This is the key, and there's 1 deep cut, but the bedding is not too extraordinary. Let me just get my pinning mats out here. And let's have a look at what's inside. Start with the This side was the one we picked, I know, because it's warm from my touch. Oh, there's a problem. I think. Oh no, all good. Thought it was welded shut, but there goes our. Let's put that in the pinning mat as well. Our little C-clip. Here's our key. Yeah, that seems like it's sliding out nicely. Just thinking if I should use a shim because I have no idea what's in there. Probably should. If I can get it in. Seems to be working. At least as far as it goes. Thought it would cooperate, but it doesn't. Well, then we'll have to work without the shim, won't it? It's a tough choice because I feel like the shim should be going in there. And I think it would just be so much cleaner if I got it in there. But there's no way. No, there's not enough space for the shim at all. Okay, so now it's going to get a little bit messy. Can I? Can't get a follow in like this. Can't get this out either. So we'll just have to live with the fact that we won't be able to establish which pin goes where. Come on, just go in there. No, every inch I move this in, it gets rock solid. So, how am I going to do this now? Could remove the other side first, just to make sure that we actually get those pins in the right order. Why not? Let's try that. So this is the other side that we did not pick. Let's make this a gutting mess. Where are those pins? There you are. Cannot get this out like this. Why so stubborn? Why? Yeah, there's no way to get this out. So I'll just remove this part, put it over here for the time being. And then I'll just drop all these pins out. And got the other side using a follower. Come out. Yep. Okay. Now I can make this a little bit more of a clean cutting by using the follower. And let me just drop those springs out of this side. Oh, you can tell this is a really old lock. Nothing is moving. Spring's not coming out. Maybe I can just get the follower over the springs. Yeah, they're all really shallow at the bottom. So, and this follower has just a little bit of room to move. All right. That's what I wanted to see. Let's start with those key pins. If I zoom in a little bit, just without losing this part of the lock, we have this is number 1, so let's turn this around. Standard in 1. Wait, 3 came out, a little bit at least. Standard, a very long standard in 2. Standard in 3. Standard in 4. And a standard in 5. That's all for this. And now for those counter pins. Here you go. A standard in number 1. A spool in number 2. I'll put the counterparts on the top. The next one is a spool as well. And another spool. Very shallow spools, that's why I didn't really feel them at all. And the last one seems to be standard. Okay. I don't think we have to take out the springs, at least not all of them. They all appear to be exactly the same. Let's take out one. They don't even want to come out. I like that they're very shallow. This will make repinning a lot easier. But they're not coming out at all. Okay, here we got one. So these are very standard springs as well. Okay. And they're all the same, as you can see. They're all just sitting there. Sorry, got a little dirty. But let's have a look at those pins. Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. Standard, 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 spool, 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 and another standard. just taking a closer look to see if I can see anything else. But apparently that is all there is to it. All right. Thanks for your patience. I'll be putting this back together and see you in the next one.